Hi Libra, welcome to your end of August 2020 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. So, here I go. I just got a new tripod. I had a feeling it wasn't going to be strong enough to hold my camera without, so when I press the on button, I can see it kind of like shaking a little bit, but I adjusted it a little bit better so I don't have to scrunch in on some of the, when I hold up the cards and stuff. So I'm happy about that, but this is still a work in progress. Bear with me. I'm doing a different spread in this series of readings, and I hope that if you watch me regularly, you'll appreciate the slight change. Okay. Alrighty then. So the heart of the matter is the soulmate card, the Six of Cups. This is a very sentimental card. It can indicate getting in touch with your past in some way, especially if it involves somebody else. The one that, what do they call that? That you always loved. Gosh, why can't I think of that? The one that got away. There you go. But, when you meet up with people, even if it's a platonic situation, and you reminisce about old times, and it touches you in a certain place that nothing else can, because you were at a certain time in your life, and everything was free and easy. You might not have had many cares in the world, and there might have been a certain innocence. It's a great feeling. The only thing, if this is like a love interest and it comes from high school or even grammar school, and maybe you didn't have a romantic dalliance with this person back then, but they were a friend of your brother or sister or something like that, and you're remembering all those good times that you had with this person. Keep in mind that both of you have gone through a lot more experiences, and you may have, totally different perspectives on life at this point. So in other words, not allowing things to get carried away where you just are drifting off on some illusion. Now, this could just be meeting your soulmate in general. And so the past position here, we have the Emperor, and this can go either way. This is a card associated with Aries, which is your opposite sign, and this can be somebody who is very controlling. You may feel that this person is narrow-minded, that they have this very black and white perspective on life, and that could drive a Libra person crazy because you can see all sides of an issue, hence your attraction to the legal profession. But this person may be much more authoritarian, law and order type of person. They may even work in law enforcement or in the military, and you realize that this type of person no longer resonates with you. And so if for some reason you have come in contact with, or if you have contacted an ex-love or somebody from the past, that might be the final straw or the impetus to do so, is this Emperor individual. However, this could be a facet of you, the Emperor, where you have taken control of your life. And taking control of your life means that you are, if you have some regret about somebody that you broke up with or something along those lines, and you feel like you didn't handle it correctly. Maybe you left somebody for somebody else and then realized that that person that you left was really the right person for you. You may have always kicked yourself because you felt like you did the wrong thing. And what I would say about that is the Emperor is about feeling more in control of being able to make decisions for yourself. Also, like if your parents separated you from somebody because they thought you were getting too close. I could see like a Libra person in high school having a serious relationship where you were doing everything together, dressing alike, and the parents being worried and then doing something to separate you and finding your way back to this person later on in life. What else do I want to say about this? If this is something that's connected to like work matters, I would say that the Six of Cups is something that you've always wanted to do in your life and perhaps never gave yourself permission to do. So a type of profession, for instance. And it might have been something that when you were a child you did. I typically think of artistic professions, and with Libra that would certainly go along with that, because cups relate to creativity. I mean, it can. It's different things. So finally coming to alignment with what you were meant to do and being like, okay, this is what I was here to do, and I got sidetracked somehow. The bigger picture, the takeaway lesson of this situation, King of Cups, emotional maturity. Maybe if you left somebody in the past, you weren't ready for commitment, and they were, and it scared you. That could certainly be the case with Libra. Although Libra is in love with love, it's not necessarily the case that Libra wants to commit at that deep of a level. And yes, Libra does like partnership, but if you were very young, you might have felt uncomfortable if you have the moon in Gemini or Aquarius. Or even like a fire sign, that you might have felt you were going to like sacrifice too much for this situation. And you know what? You might have been 100% correct. And now that you're older and wiser, you might realize that you have a much greater appreciation for commitment and the deepening of a relationship. However, King of Cups can be like a counselor. So you may have gone through therapy and it has helped you to identify the areas that have made it maybe a fear of intimacy in the past. Sometimes with these soulmate relationships, it can get really intense because this can be like like a deeply karmic relationship, and you have a lot of history with somebody, and it's just not that easy to perhaps deal with. I wanted to see if I can get that, the bottom card. I really can't. So it's understandable that somebody would feel a little bit nervous about getting involved with somebody who is so, especially when very young. It might feel very uncomfortable. What's coming in is the Six of Swords. This is leaving behind a lot of drama and going and choosing peace in your life. This is certainly, you are Swords. So again, with this Emperor, is this your current partner and you have a lot of drama? Now, if it's an Aries person, nothing against Aries, but let's get real, folks. We know how Aries can do. But even like a controlling boss, If that's what the Emperor is to you, somebody who's very like controlling, maybe a narcissistic father. The Emperor can be a father, and maybe this was the person who always kept you apart with this other person. And yeah, and you know, in that scenario, the King of Cups can be the realization, maybe through therapies, that you have been deprived of a father, that you're looking for a mature man, or, you know, I'm going to say like a male figure who has that sense of understanding. You may have experience with a father who was very insensitive and very unyielding. And that might have just been how you thought men were, and not realizing that there are some men who are very sensitive and that will support you. And so that you know, it causes you to leave. So maybe the Six of Cups is you exploring your childhood in therapy in some cases. The outcome, the Three of Pentacles. This is the Architect's card. So to me, ultimately, the Three of Pentacles is treating your life as a work in, like I was going to say a work in progress. Well, that is true about us, isn't it? That we are works in progress. But I was thinking more of a like that we are the architects of our life, that we are co-creators of our reality, and the Pentacles are connected to tangible things, the earth element. And the number 3 is the number of creativity. So really about manifestation, but doing it from, you know, self-directed place, not feeling that life is happening to you. So understanding that you have this free will to be able to choose to leave, like the Six of Swords suggests, or relocate. To choose a person who is not trying to control in a power-hungry manner, but is seeking to be mature, seeking to develop emotionally, spiritually, and that they're always growing in that regard. Okay, that's what I have for you, and that can really be you too. You know, you as well, Libra. So I hope that you enjoyed this and that you resonated with it, Libra. If you would like a private reading, I'm promoting a special deal of 2 full-length readings, natal chart interpretation plus, you know, looking at the next 12 months astrologically. And that's a 70-minute reading along with a 45-minute reading, tarot reading at least. You know, these are at least for both of these times. Sometimes I go way over, but special price. I have other types of readings. The link is below. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.